Today I wanted to show you how you can order a Samsung Galaxy S phone directly from Straight Talk Wireless and explain to you some of the details you'll need to know. Now, if you're watching this video, you were probably reading one of my articles on smartphonematters.com. Maybe it was using your Samsung Galaxy S7 with Straight Talk Wireless or using your Samsung Galaxy S6 with Straight Talk Wireless. Now, these articles are mostly for people that already have a Samsung Galaxy S7 or S6 and want to use Straight Talk's Bring Your Own Phone or BYOP plan. But some of you may not have a phone and still want to use the Samsung Galaxy S phone with Straight Talk, and you can buy a phone directly from Straight Talk. Now, if you do, there are some things you need to know, and I thought I would show you. Now, if you want to buy a Galaxy S phone from Straight Talk Wireless, I have a link in my article. And if you visit Straight Talk, you'll see the first thing that they ask you is to enter your zip code. This is so they can show you the phones that they have for sale that will work in your area. So I'm going to do that. Okay, now I'm interested in looking for the Samsung Galaxy S phone, so I'm going to click to filter by Samsung as the manufacturer. Now we'll see, it looks like they have 8 different Samsung phones available. Now, the first two phones are the Samsung Galaxy S7 and the Samsung Galaxy S6. The S7 is currently $600. The S6 is currently $400. Now, I'm making this video in March of 2017. The latest model Samsung Galaxy S phone is the Galaxy S7. The previous version is the Galaxy S6. Sometime within the next month or so, Samsung should announce and launch the Samsung Galaxy S8. If you're watching this video in the future, you may see that AT&T, T-Mobile, Verizon, and Sprint are already selling the Samsung Galaxy S8, but Straight Talk isn't. It usually takes maybe 3 to 6 months before Straight Talk sells the latest Samsung Galaxy S phone. Now, there are a couple of things I wanted to point out whenever you're going to buy a phone from StraightTalk.com. You should understand whether or not the phone is new or refurbished. You'll see up here they have an option to filter for refurbished phones, and you'll see they currently sell 2 different Samsung models here that are refurbished, and they're listed clearly as reconditioned. So a reconditioned phone is not new. You should read through the description very carefully to understand the terms of buying a reconditioned phone. Sometimes it's fine because you can get a great deal. They sell them for a much lower price. So sometimes it could be a real value to get a reconditioned phone. You should just understand what you're buying. Now, if we go back and we look here, we'll see that this Galaxy S7 and Galaxy S6 are new phones. Now, the next thing I wanted to point out is that you may not have your choice of color for the phone or for the amount of storage in the phone. You don't see any options here to select the color or the amount of storage. Let's take a look at the details for the Galaxy S7 here. When you scroll down the page, you'll see there isn't any option to choose a different color, so it looks like this one is black. And you'll also see here in the features that it has internal memory up to 32 gigabytes. So it looks like they only sell the 32 gigabyte model. And if you go to add this phone to the cart, you'll see there are no options for picking the color or the storage, just whether or not you include a plan or not. Now, the other thing I wanted to add is you should only really buy a phone directly from Straight Talk if you want to use it with Straight Talk Wireless's service. It's not worth trying to buy a phone from Straight Talk to use it with some other service. I get asked that question a lot, and sometimes it does work, but a lot of times it doesn't, and it causes a lot of problems for people. So I really only recommend buying your phone directly from Straight Talk if you are a Straight Talk customer or you're going to sign up and become a Straight Talk customer. Okay, now the last thing I wanted to point out is maybe the most important. If you've read some of my other articles on smartphonematters.com, you'll know that Straight Talk uses the AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, and Sprint networks. When you sign up, your phone will be on one of those networks. Now, when you buy a phone directly from StraightTalk.com, it doesn't directly say which network that phone will use. So if you have a preference for which of those 4 networks you want to be on, you should check with Straight Talk and see if that phone uses the network you want. And they're not going to let you pick which network the phone uses. So if it doesn't use the network you want, you have to look at some other options. You can either pick another phone from Straight Talk that uses the network you want, or you can buy the phone someplace else and then sign up for a BYOP plan. Okay, so say I was interested in using this Samsung Galaxy S7 in my area. So what you can do is you can ask Straight Talk which network that phone uses. So you'll see they have this live chat button. And if you click it, it'll open up this little chat window. And then you can just ask your question. I'm going to ask support whether or not the Galaxy S7 for my zip code uses the AT&T, Verizon, T-Mobile, or Sprint towers. And the agent should be able to answer that for you. And it looks like for my zip code, this phone would use the Verizon towers. Okay, so I just wanted to let you know that you can buy the Samsung Galaxy S phones directly from straighttalk.com and share with you some of the details and information you might want to know before you make a purchase. Thanks for watching.